Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are currently in a multifaceted war here, of course. And we're doing this for the sake of time, so we don't have to constantly raise up these troops. Our spy master has discovered that someone is attempting to fabricate a hook on somebody. Oh no! Anyway. We are going to just wait here until our men-at-arms arrive. They'll be here eventually. We're actually getting our troops less fast than I would expect here. That's okay. It's not like we need these troops, but it's definitely seeming a bit slower. I mean, the larger our empire gets, the longer it takes to raise them, so we're just going to head on out over here, and this will be no problem whatsoever. That'll be completely fine. We'll just be able to crush these guys, then come over here, and then we'll probably take these guys out next, and then attack Zadoi, something along those lines. I'm not 100% on that yet, but that's what I'm feeling right now. We'll see how realistic that is. I don't know, maybe we should just come straight down this way and siege our way down through the Wargle over here, and then go down this way. Yeah, I think that's probably a better plan. So we captured this guy's brother. Sure, we're going to go ahead and declare victory. In that war, anyway. We've got 3 more to go. And this will be the last of the little guys bordering us primarily. I mean, there's some of this stuff going on up here, but I'm not too concerned about that right now. Hello. These two. Or more specifically, this one. Yeah, he's not very likely to attempt to, or rather, to be acquiescent to our attempts to bring him into the fold. Fantastic. And we're going to enforce our demands there, so be it. We did just finish promoting culture, and we're going to need to continue to do that. Fantastic. Okay, so these guys over here, they're doing a bit of sieging. That's okay, we don't mind. They can do that. We'll do a bit of sieging of our own. Yeah, that's our vassal there. Just double checking that. This war going on here makes things slightly complicated, but it's okay. So that's only 13% war score up here, but like I said, I'm only trying to get the war goal here. Which, the war goal, if we open this up, is these 2 counties. So that'll be fine. We'll grab this war goal, head down here, deal with this, and then come back up, I think. Should be completely fine. So we're currently fascinating Royal Armory. I guess I didn't select anything after primogeniture, did I? Let's switch that over to bombards. Thank you very much. So this will be our war goal captured here. Fantastic. Let's go clean up this war. This guy's going to succeed this siege, but we don't exactly care about that. That is completely fine. An astute intellectual, huh? Okay. There's only so many more wars we can declare, but that's expected at this point. Interesting that he raised additional troops there and then gave up on this siege. Fascinating. Definitely not the action I would have taken there. We're at 99% war score here. Oh, disgusting. Well, we'll just have to do this siege. That's fine. And then we'll head over this direction, I think. Yep, that'll be fine. And there is another war cleaned up. Perfect. And next up, we're just going to grab these couple of counties, of course. Not sure what these guys are planning to do. Whatever they're planning to do, it's not going to go well for them. So we do have ticking war score here. And we'll just come on over here and make our way to their capital, where these guys are currently sieging. That's okay, we don't mind that. We are maybe a little bit low on cash. And that's something that we should probably think about, in all honesty. Yeah, we don't care about being rivals with that guy. We are on absolute crown authority, and of course, we are now on primogeniture. So we no longer care about our actual line of succession issues. Now, culturally, male preference is the most equal that we can get. Okay. I would prefer more equal succession just because, hypothetically, can we still disinherit people? Yes, that would remove him from the line of succession. Okay, so with that in mind, we're not going to do that, but with that in mind, I would prefer to be on equal succession so that way we can just go with whoever has the best stats. Unfortunately, I doubt we're going to be able to get there, at least not without reforming Theravada. Because we're currently on male-dominated. And we would have to create a new Buddhist faith, and I'm not really that interested in doing that. Okay, we're up to 75% war score here. Our wife died. That will put us into critical stress. That's fine. We could become melancholic. And that's what we'll do. Fantastic. Now, we're not going to last forever here. We are 62. And that is to be expected. So, yeah, we are definitely not going to last forever here. Any time now, actually, we could die. Especially with being melancholic. Our health is now poor, and we're now ill. We're very likely to die. Let's get out of this war. Okay, we're a little brighter, reduced disease symptoms. We're no longer imminently dying. However, we're still very likely to die very soon. Hypothetically, if we weren't truced to this child, would we be able to declare this? Yes, we would now. Okay, that's very good to know. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that ransom. There's apparently a dangerous faction, and who is this? There isn't a dangerous faction. Okay, well there will be when we die, I can tell you that. That is absolutely going to be the case. We can negotiate an alliance with this guy. And I don't think I will. We're no longer ill. We did manage to recover. We can change this lady's contract, and we definitely will do so. Fantastic. And we need a new chancellor. This guy will do the trick, and we now need a new steward, and he's also our best steward. Very awkward indeed. We'll put this guy in. He's a couple points worse, but that's fine. Okay, now who's the dangerous faction here? The Liberty faction. Fair enough. That makes a lot of sense. Well, we can do something about this. Not that, though. This guy is unmarried. But apparently he is not eligible to be married. Ah, he's a monk. Well, that explains a lot. Okay, well, do we have a daughter? Yes, we do. Okay, this is fine. We don't actually care. Perfect. What could possibly go wrong? There we go. Alliance formed. No problem. Perfect. Factions are, of course, being created against us. I'm just going to go through some of these locations and look for places like this where we can build another city. At this point, we're kind of just waiting to die. I think we should probably chill at this point, and I don't actually care about going on a pilgrimage. I think we should probably chill until this guy dies. It won't be too much longer, and we probably want that direct vassal offensive war malice to come down a bit. That would be helpful. We are going to grab sanctioned loopholes. That'll be fine. Okay, anywhere else where we can build a city? I mean, as I said before, I'm just kind of clicking around randomly. Be really nice if there's a map mode for this. But alas, there is not. I mean, we have most of our holdings constructed at this point. Here's a couple. City and city. Arrival died. Okay, that's fine. That is completely okay by us. Just looking around for additional city locations, like this one. Fantastic. Here's one as well. Technically, this one does have to be a city, but that's what we would have wanted to build there anyway. Oh, hello, here's one too. And I'm actually thinking that... Oh, the Khan is dead again. Genghis, who indeed. Now, their succession is male preference high partition. So they're actually not going to get gavel-kinded all that hard. They will be a little bit, to be sure. But, yeah, I mean, the Mongols have definitely kind of fizzled out. Which is very unfortunate. Once we finish constructing all of these cities, or we think we finished constructing all of the cities anyway, then I'm kind of thinking that the best thing to do with the cash might honestly be to just hand it out. Like, hand it out to vassals for opinion, and they'll invest it into their structures. And make us more taxes that way. A fair amount out over this way, actually. That's good to know. I'll have to remember that. That there's quite a few up in this central, what is that? Himalayas region. Yeah. That's definitely something to remember. I mean, we can get one now. So let's come down over, where was that? Up over this way? Perhaps? I know it was around here somewhere. Here. Okay. We'll go ahead and build a temple if I don't misclick it. There we go. Secrets of nature, huh? We could become an herbalist. Always eager to learn something new. Okay. So next time we get a payment, we can build a temple here. We could become a witch. I don't think that's actually particularly useful. We'll not be distracted. I mean, after all, we're going to die quite soon, right? So that's definitely something to think about. Yeah, right over here. Okay. Like the southmost portion of the Himalayas over here. Sounds good. Now, I kind of don't want to continue attacking. That said... Who's he fighting? Okay. I don't exactly care. I would like to do a forced vassalization on this guy. And unfortunately, he does hold too many counties to be forcefully vassalized. We could subjugate him next life. But honestly, I think these guys are who we want to subjugate next life. This will be a fantastic subjugation war. Followed by these guys. No, they're an Empire tier realm. So I don't think a subjugation war is even possible on an Empire tier realm. I think you have to be one level below. So it has to be a kingdom tier realm like this one, or this one technically. This one's a duchy tier realm. And we are going to annex all of those soon enough. Are you small enough for us to forced vassalize you? No. Okay. Good to know. Well, we are currently 64. Herbalist does mean that we're going to live longer. So that's good to know. Let's head on in over here and start working on a couple of these structures over here. We can only build a temple here right now. And then the other one was over here where we also needed a temple. Sure, that'll be fine. Okay, and then one over here where we need a city. Perfect. We're just going to slowly work our way up over this direction. Okay, that looks reasonable. What about up in here? In this little exclave over here. We'll need a temple. And we'll need a city as well in this one. So we'll have the gold for that soon enough. That'll be fine. That will be absolutely fine. We can ransom this person, and that's probably something that we should do. We do need a new spy master. Skill 37 learning. Not bad there. But skill 18 intrigue, and that is non-terrible. We'll go with that. Now, we do have too few spouses right now. That's kind of deliberate. And I'm also kind of deliberately not making this duchy. That'll be a next life sort of thing. We can, of course, come in here and start constructing... Oh, hello. That was very abrupt. We died. That is completely okay. Completely and totally fine. So we're going to immediately construct a city holding here. And let's see here. We are definitely going to need to work on swaying her. That'll be fine. We need a lifestyle choice, and we're going to go for learning scholarship. Apparently we went medicine focused previously. And we don't have whole of body yet. We may end up just grabbing that. That'll probably be okay. Now, our heir is currently unmarried, and we probably want to just go for, not matrilineal, we want to go for something with a inheritable trait. Not bad. Okay, that'll do. Now, we need some secondary spouses, and we also, actually... The spouse is doing okay on the stewardship. Our stewardship in general is fine. So we could go for, say, this genius. We already have quite a number of children, but that's not really all that relevant. I mean, do we actually care about alliance power? I feel like we don't. At this point. Like, I really feel like we don't care about that. Let's go ahead and get these spouses set up here. This is, of course, in order to generate some piety. We don't necessarily care about the piety at this moment, but we probably will later on. Okay. So something along the lines of that. We will, of course, need to put in some counselors. So, our best... We're going to want to prioritize, for now, powerful vassals. So, our best powerful vassal chancellor, our best powerful vassal marshal, our best powerful vassal steward, and our best powerful vassal spy master. This guy's our brother-in-law. We can just negotiate an alliance with him. And that's something that we probably should do. Except, was that... this guy? No, this is our uncle. And we're just going to revoke that from him. Fantastic. Now, the next question is, what is our spouse currently doing? Assist ruler. Let's put her onto manage domain, and let's see if that brings up our domain limit. If not, then let's see here. Skill 5. Our current primary wife has skill 9, skill 7, skill 3. Well, that's unhelpful. That is deeply unhelpful. Okay, well, at least this is no longer in the hands of our uncle, and we'll just grant this out to a low vassal. There we go. So, these guys are still dangerous right now. However, we can grant some vassals to the rightful lieges, and we'll go ahead and do that. Fantastic. We can also create this duchy, which we will do. And that de jure goes here. Now, we don't hold that title. So we will instead grant it to this guy. Wait, is he even part of this? Yes. Yes, he is. Okay, so we'll grant him the Raj there. Do we need to transfer anything into him? No. Okay. We'll demand his conversion, but I think I'm going to send him a gift first. Then demand the conversion. Nice. So that gains us a level of fame. We're now the new dynasty head. Fantastic. And let's look at these factions. So there's a Liberty faction and an Independence faction. The Independence faction is just too weak to send an ultimatum. I'm just going to go through here and see if there's any of these that we can just negotiate an alliance with. The answer is no. Okay. So this Liberty faction, anybody that we can just negotiate with? Actually, yes. Anyone else? No? Okay. We're going to arrange a marriage between our daughter and, let's see here, something like this. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll pull him out of that faction. And that will disband that faction. Wonderful. So let's see what else forms up here. They're not joining that Independence faction. Okay. It's the Liberty faction again. This guy we can negotiate with. Magnificent. Anything else? Anybody else gonna join? Yes. Okay. So this guy is now in charge. Luckily, we have a half-sister here. Okay, that'll work. Please enter. Deposit the gold on your left. There we go. And the Liberty faction has disbanded. And is that it for factionalism? I believe that's it for factionalism. Okay, so we can do a subjugation war up here. Actually, nope, that's not it for factionalism. The Liberty faction has risen again. It's not super shocking, I suppose. Is there anybody in that we can negotiate with at this point? Some people may be new. No? Okay. This guy has no children. No wife currently either. I don't think a niece is close enough. Actually, it is. I'm a little surprised that a niece is close enough for an alliance. But there we go. Okay, sounds good. And now the Independence faction is the popular one. Sure. Let's just see if there's any of these that we can negotiate with. That's a negative. And so it is this guy that we're targeting. We have another niece. That would not do the trick there. He would not accept this. He is the wrong religion. Ah. So he is. We probably can't do much about this guy. So we start looking at this guy instead. He has some daughters here. Okay. And apparently... That's kind of weird that those weren't popping up. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that. Fantastic. That'll pull him out of that faction. Will anyone else join? Yes, but will anyone strong enough join? The Liberty faction is up there as well. We could maybe target this guy. Like this. That should do the trick. Fantastic. I think we might be good now. Nobody's really joining the Independence faction or the Liberty faction now, so that looks pretty good. So I think that succession was fairly successful. Hello, Mongols. Speaking of successful, apparently this is a very successful 4-year-old. Good to know. Good to know. That is a lot of offensive wars. He's a very aggressive 4-year-old. So that is exciting. Very, very exciting indeed. Fascinating. They're still kind of meh, though, in all honesty. Should we subjugate them? Can we? Hang on. I don't think we can subjugate them. Yeah, we can't subjugate them. I think we still need to do our subjugation up here on Shishia. It is unfortunate, but it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that in next episode. We're going to clean up some of this over here, and then look at fighting the Mongol horde. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.